Hey there. So you want to learn how to gossip like a pro in English? Well, you've come to the right place. Let's dive into some juicy phrases and tips to get you started. First up, we've got the classic, "Did you see what happened?" It's perfect for starting any gossip session. Or how about, "You'll never guess what?" This one really grabs attention and makes people lean in. Now, if you're on the receiving end of some hot gossip, try saying, "Fill me in." It's a great way to ask for all the details without sounding too nosy. Ever had a bad feeling about someone? You can say, "I've got a bad feeling about him or her." It adds a touch of drama and suspicion to your story. Speaking of drama, let's talk about some vocab. Weird is a go-to word for describing something strange or unusual. And if you want to sound more native, start your gossip with, "From what I've heard." It sounds supernatural. And "oh, kicked out" is a must-know phrase. It means someone was forced to leave a place. That's like he got kicked out of the bar for starting a fight. Feeling creepy vibes? Use creepy or creep to describe someone or something that gives you the chills. For example, "that abandoned house gives me the creeps." Perfect for spooky gossip. Remember, gossip isn't just about the words. It's about the delivery. So practice your tone and facial expressions in the mirror. And there you have it. You're now equipped with the tools to gossip like a pro in English. Got any creepy stories of your own? Share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fun English tips. Until next time, happy gossiping.
Welcome to the Learn and Talk English podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Today, we're going to help you sound more natural when you're speaking English.
Yes.
We'll be talking about gossip.
Uh-huh.
Yes, gossip.
It's fun.
But in a fun and constructive way.
Yeah.
So we're going to be focusing on vocabulary
Right.
and phrases to help you sound more confident
Yes.
in social situations.
Absolutely.
So,
A lot of people think gossip is always bad.
Right.
But it can be a great way to connect with other people.
It's true.
It's how we share news and build relationships. It's all about like casual conversations, talking about other people and things that are happening.
So it's not just about like
Yeah.
being negative or spreading rumors.
Think about it like when you share a funny story about a friend or talk about the latest news, you're engaging in a form of gossip.
That's true.
It's a way to bond and stay connected.
I see. So it's more about being social.
Exactly.
And staying in the loop.
Yeah.
But to really gossip, like a native English speaker,
Yes.
we need to know
Yeah.
the right words and phrases.
Absolutely. That's what we're here to help you with.
Yes.
Let's start with some classic phrases.
Okay.
Okay, so imagine you have some exciting news to share.
Uh-huh.
You could start by saying, "You'll never guess what this presents."
Oh, this builds suspense.
Yeah.
It makes the listener eager to hear what you have to say.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Like you're promising them
Yes.
a juicy secret.
A juicy secret.
It's a classic way to start a gossip session.
Yeah.
What are some other phrases that we could use?
Well, another common one is,
Yeah.
"Did you see what happened?"
Okay.
This is a great way to invite someone
Right.
to share more information.
Uh-huh.
You're basically asking them to spill the tea.
Spill the tea.
Yes.
That's a great idiom.
It means to share
Yes.
all the juicy details.
Exactly.
Okay.
And, sometimes you might want to share some information.
Right.
Without confirming whether it's true or not.
Yep.
In those cases,
Uh-huh.
you can use phrases, from what I've heard, or rumor has it.
Right.
These phrases allow you to distance yourself from the information while still keeping the conversation flowing.
Those are really useful.
Yes.
So we've got, "You'll never guess what." To start with a bang. Did you see what happened?
Yes.
To get the details.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, to share things without necessarily confirming them.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
What about when we want to express strong emotions or reactions to the gossip?
yes. That's where things get even more interesting.
Okay.
So let's say you're hearing about something shocking or scandalous. You could say, "That's unbelievable," or "I can't believe that happened."
Those are perfect
Yes.
for expressing surprise
Yes.
or disbelief.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or if you're hearing about something a bit creepy or unsettling,
Right.
you could say, "That gives me the creeps." It's a great way to add a bit of drama to your storytelling.
I love that one.
Yeah.
That gives me the creeps.
It's vivid.
It's so vivid.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if we want to express empathy?
Oh, yeah.
Or concern for someone involved in the gossip?
Good question.
Yeah.
You could use phrases like,
Okay.
oh, poor name. Or,
Right.
I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
These phrases show that you're not just interested in the gossip itself, but also in the people involved.
That's an important point.
It is.
Because it reminds us that even though we're gossiping,
right,
we should still be mindful
absolutely
of people's feelings.
Yeah.
It's all about finding that balance
Yeah.
between having fun
Yes.
and being respectful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a phrase
Okay.
that's very common in gossip.
Yeah.
Kicked out.
Okay.
It's a strong visual image.
Yeah.
And it's often used to describe someone being forcefully removed
Right.
from a place or situation.
Kicked out.
Yeah.
It's a great way to add
Yes.
a bit of intensity to the story.
Yes.
Like he was kicked out of the bar
Right.
for starting a fight.
Exactly.
It's much more impactful than just saying
Yeah.
he left the bar.
It paints a more vivid picture in the listener's mind.
Okay.
Now let's practice some of these phrases.
Right.
Imagine you heard
Yeah.
that a celebrity was kicked out of a restaurant
Okay.
for bad behavior. How would you share that piece of gossip?
Okay. Let me try.
Okay.
You'll never guess what I heard that celebrity's name
Okay.
was kicked out of that fancy restaurant downtown. Apparently they were causing a scene.
Yes.
And arguing with the staff.
Oh my.
Can you believe it?
Perfect.
Oh, good.
You used the suspense building phrase, you'll never guess what, and then added details about what happened and where.
Yeah.
You even ended with a question to engage the listener.
Oh, good.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're really getting the hang of it.
Thank you.
And remember, practice makes perfect. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they will become.
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
So we've covered some key phrases.
Yes.
But I think there's more to gossiping
Absolutely.
than just the words right.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's not just what you say,
Okay.
but how you say it.
Okay.
Your tone of voice, facial expressions, even your body language.
Right.
All of these things play a role
in
making gossip engaging and entertaining.
So how can we use our voice to make gossip more interesting?
Think about it like telling a story. You want to create suspense and draw the listener in.
Right.
You can do this by varying your pitch and volume.
So we could start with a lower voice.
Exactly.
To build anticipation.
Yes.
And then raise our voice when we reveal the juicy detail.
Exactly. You could even whisper some parts.
Oh, wow.
For extra emphasis.
Okay.
And don't forget about pauses.
Right.
A well-placed pause
Yeah.
can create dramatic tension and keep the listener on the edge of their seat.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's like those moments in a movie when the music stops.
Yes.
And you know something big is about to happen.
Exactly like that.
Wow.
It's all about creating those dramatic moments.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to use your facial expressions to convey emotion.
So if we're sharing shocking news,
yes,
we can widen our eyes and gasp.
Exactly. Or if we're sharing something funny, we could smile and raise our eyebrows. These nonverbal cues help bring the gossip to life.
And make it more engaging for the listener.
It sounds like we need to channel our inner actor.
In a way, yes.
When we're gossiping.
It's all about performance.
Wow.
And using those nonverbal cues to enhance the storytelling.
Right.
Now let's talk about body language.
Okay, so how can we use our body to make gossip more interesting?
Think about how you naturally react.
Okay.
When you're excited or engaged in a conversation. You might lean forward.
Okay.
Make eye contact.
Right.
And use hand gestures to emphasize your points.
So we shouldn't just sit there stiffly.
Exactly.
We should use our hands and body to add energy to the conversation.
Exactly. It shows that you're passionate about what you're talking about and that you're invested in the conversation.
Okay.
Imagine you're telling someone about a friend who got a promotion at work.
Okay.
You might excitedly say,
"You'll never guess what Sarah got promoted."
Right.
And then clap your hands together to show your enthusiasm.
Oh, I can see how that would make the story more exciting.
Yes.
It's like we're sharing the joy
Exactly.
with our friend.
Yeah.
But what about when the gossip is a little more sensitive?
That's a great question.
Or serious?
Yeah.
should we still use
Yeah.
expressive body language?
In those situations,
Yeah.
it's important to be mindful of our tone and
I-
nonverbal cues.
Right.
We might still lean forward
Okay.
and make eye contact
Yeah.
to show that we're listening attentively,
Right.
but we'll want to tone down the dramatic gestures and
Right.
facial expressions.
So we're basically mirroring
Yeah.
the tone
Of the gossip.
of the gossip.
Yeah.
If it's light and fun,
Yeah.
we can be more animated.
Yes.
But if it's serious or sensitive,
Yeah.
we should be more subdued.
Exactly. It's all about reading the room
Right.
and adjusting our delivery accordingly.
Right. Remember,
Yeah.
even though we're talking about gossip,
Uh-huh.
it's still important to be respectful
Right.
and considerate of others.
I see. So it's not just about sounding like a native speaker. It's also about understanding the social dynamics and nuances of gossip.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
let's practice putting it all together.
Okay.
Imagine you're at a party
All right.
and you overhear some juicy gossip
Okay.
about a mutual friend.
Okay.
How would you share that with someone else?
Okay. Let me see.
Oh,
Hey, come here.
okay.
You'll never guess what I just heard.
Oh,
Apparently, friend's name
yeah.
is secretly dating their boss.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a natural.
Oh, really?
You used a hushed tone,
Uh-huh.
dramatic pauses,
Yeah.
and even some body language to
Yeah.
build suspense and excitement.
Right.
I bet everyone at that party
Yeah.
would be hooked
Yeah.
on your every word.
Thanks.
It's amazing how much more interesting gossip becomes
It is.
when you pay attention to the delivery.
You're getting it.
Oh, good.
And remember, the more you practice,
Uh-huh.
the more confident and natural you'll become in your gossiping abilities.
Okay.
It's all about having fun with it
Uh-huh.
and using those storytelling skills
Yeah.
to captivate your audience.
This is so helpful.
Good.
Now I understand why some people are such good gossipers.
Yeah.
They're basically masters of storytelling.
Exactly. They know how to use language,
Right.
tone, and nonverbal cues
Yeah.
to create a compelling and entertaining narrative.
Yeah.
And now you're on your way
That's great.
to becoming a master gossip yourself.
This has been so much fun.
Good.
I'm starting to see gossip
Yeah.
in a whole new light,
Uh-huh.
not just as idle chatter,
Right.
but as an art form
Yeah.
that requires skill and finesse.
Absolutely.
But before we wrap up,
Yeah.
our gossip lesson for today,
Okay.
I have one more question.
Sure. What is it?
I think this has been one of our most fun episodes, yet it's not every day you get to break down the art of gossip.
It's certainly been a lively discussion. And, it makes me think about how gossip gets a bad rap sometimes, but there's actually a lot we can learn from it.
Oh, that's interesting. I usually think of gossip as just a bit of fun, a way to pass the time. What can we learn from it?
Well, when we gossip, we're not just exchanging information, we're also learning about social dynamics. We're figuring out who's connected to whom, who's got influence, and what the unspoken rules are.
That's true. It's like we're decoding a secret language of social cues and relationships.
Exactly. And that can be really valuable, especially when you're learning a new language and culture.
So by paying attention to how people gossip, we can gain insights into the social fabric of a particular community.
Precisely. You start to understand the values, the norms, the things that people care about. It's like a crash course in social intelligence.
That's fascinating. So gossip isn't just about idle chatter. It's actually a tool for understanding human behavior.
Exactly. And, sometimes gossip can even be a force for good.
Really? How so?
Think about it. When people gossip about someone who's behaving badly, it can act as a form of social control. It's a way of holding people accountable for their actions.
I see what you mean. It's like a community self-regulating system. If someone is acting out of line, gossip can help bring them back in check.
Right. And of course, not all gossip is about negative things. Sometimes it's about celebrating someone's success or sharing good news.
That's true. Like when everyone is talking about a friend's engagement or a coworker's promotion, it's a way of showing support and sharing in each other's joy.
Exactly. So you see, gossip is a lot more complex than people give it credit for. It's a powerful tool for communication, social bonding, and even personal growth.
Wow, I never thought I'd see gossip in such a positive light. You've completely changed my perspective.
I'm glad to hear that, and I hope our listeners have also gained a new appreciation for the art of gossip.
Me too.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this episode, what are some key takeaways our listeners should remember?
Well, first and foremost, gossip can be a fun and engaging way to practice your English skills. Don't be afraid to experiment with those juicy phrases and idioms we discussed earlier.
And remember, it's not just about the words, it's about the delivery. Use your voice, your facial expressions, and your body language to bring the gossip to life.
Exactly. And be mindful of the social context. Pay attention to how native speakers gossip and try to mimic their style and tone.
And most importantly, have fun with it. Gossip is all about connecting with others and sharing stories. So relax, enjoy the conversation, and let those English skills shine.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time for us to sign off.
Yes, it is. We've had a fantastic time exploring the world of English gossip with you today.
Don't forget to subscribe and like our podcast for more fun and engaging English lessons. And if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to share it with your friends who are also learning English.
Stay tuned for more exciting language tips and tricks. Until next time, happy gossiping.